Hi, here are a few review exercises using the Theraband to help keep your feet strong while you're stuck at home. The first thing to do is to straighten out your leg. I usually tuck my foot underneath the leg that's going to be doing the exercises, and I'm going to scoot back a little bit so that you can see more of my feet. But I put my foot here because I want to keep my knee relaxed. A lot of people do their Theraband exercises and they do a lot with their knees, not with their feet. So that's just kind of how I keep my leg where it needs to be. Then I take the Theraband, and the very first one is one that everybody has seen in every dance studio, I think, in the world. You put the Theraband around your foot and you roll down through the foot and come back up. You probably want to do about 3 sets of 8, just working through the foot, getting the articulation. I'm going to do just a few of them just to remind you. Like I say, about 3 sets of 8 is a good number just to keep the feet active or to get yourself warmed up before you give yourself bar or you take class online. Now, the second group of exercises requires that you anchor your Theraband to an object. I'm using the bottom of the PT table. You can use a dresser, or if you have a dining room table, something heavy so that you don't wind up dragging your furniture across the room. Now, my other favorite trick is I almost tied it to the table. What I like to do, though, is I like to take the middle of the Theraband and I wrap it around with my foot and I tie it around underneath my foot so that it's a little knot on the bottom. Hopefully we can see that with the camera here. And it's just wrapped, and it can be pretty loose. Don't tie it too tight. We don't want you to cut off the blood flow on your foot. But then you take the Theraband and anchor it to a dresser or something like that. That will help prevent the Theraband from popping off of your foot. Now, the next is to work on the muscles on the front of the shin, which are going to be needed for jumping. So I like to bring myself backwards, get a little bit of tension on my Theraband, and then I'm going to flex my foot upwards and lower down. I can go all the way into a point if I'd like, but I would first work on just these ones up here, just from a demi point to flex, 3 sets of 8. Then the next one is to work from a fully pointed foot. I like to crunch the toes up so that you wake up the muscles, the tiny muscles inside of the arch of the foot, and then flex the foot, and then demi point and point. Again, each of these exercises, I would do 3 sets of 8. And down, and down. And you can see that the Theraband stays nicely on my foot, at least for now. The next ones you're going to do are to help strengthen the deep muscles inside of the calf. So inside of the calf, right in through here, are muscles that help to send the foot inward. Now, obviously, in many types of dance, they like you to keep the foot in a straight line and avoid going inward, but those muscles that send the foot inward, they also help as you lift up to releve and with jumps as well. So you want to make sure that they stay strong even if your ballet teacher is having a heart attack, because we certainly wouldn't want you to sickle your foot in class. But for that group of muscles, you're going to send the foot inwards. I'm going to try and do it on this video here. Let's see how I do. First, I would flex the foot up and I would send the foot inward and out in that flexed position. 2. Again, I do 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I let the foot come down to a more neutral position and I do the same thing. In, scoop in. Again, keeping my knee nice and quiet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then pointing the foot, whoops, and that's exactly what happens for just about everybody. So I'm going to grab my Theraband again because you want to try and do the same exercise in a pointed position. Now, again, 3 sets of 8 of each. So in with a foot flexed, in with a foot to parallel, and in with the foot fully pointed. Then you're going to do the same thing for the outside of the shins. These muscles right out over here help to wing the foot outwards, and again, they also help with releves and jumps. So I'm going to move myself over here And I'm just gonna do 1 set of 8 of each, but you probably have got the basic idea. So now you wing the foot outwards, trying to keep the knee nice and quiet. 3 sets of 8 of each of them. You could do them flex, middle, and down, 8 of each, and then go all the way back up and do them again. Or you could just do 3 sets of 8 of each exercise. It depends on what you'd prefer to do or how strong the muscles are. You vary the exercises more when different parts get tired, but if you're nice and strong, I would do them all in a row just to get it nice and smooth, trying to keep your endurance going. And obviously continue taking class, do your yoga, do Pilates, all of these things that we can do at home while we wait for the studios to reopen. Hope you all are well, and I hope you enjoyed the video.